Hello everyone, here are the latest market news on March 29, 2019. Trump tells Russia to get troops out of Venezuela. On Wednesday, U.S. President Donald Trump told Russia to get its troops out of Venezuela. He added that all options were open so this can happen. According to American officials, a Russian team that arrived in Caracas at the weekend included cybersecurity personnel and special forces. One of the officials stated that around 100 officers came to Venezuela to provide support for President Maduro's embattled regime and secure investments. Russia and China have backed President Nicolas Maduro, while the United States and most other Western countries support opposition leader Juan Guaido. In January, Guaido invoked the constitution to assume Venezuela's interim presidency, arguing that Maduro's 2018 re-election was illegitimate. A spokeswoman for Russia's foreign ministry, Maria Zakharova, said the United States should pull troops from Syria before telling Moscow to withdraw from Venezuela. U.S. dollar goes up on lower bond yields. American dollar increased on Thursday session after more than central banks chose dovish policy and amid lower U.S. Treasury yields. The dollar index against a basket of 6 major currencies was 0.1% higher at 96.879 and headed for its third day of gains. With many of its peers going on the defensive, the dollar has been able to ignore a decline by benchmark U.S. Treasury yields to 15-month lows. As per analyst Takuya Kanada, U.S. Treasury yields really decreased to new lows. However, it has no big impact on dollar. The 10-year U.S. Treasury note yield slipped to 2.34%, its lowest since December 2017, on worries about a global recession and after the New Zealand Central Bank embraced a dovish tone on interest rates. Oil prices declined on higher U.S. crude stocks. On Thursday's session, oil prices went down after U.S. reported unexpected increase in its crude inventories. International benchmark Brent crude oil futures went down 0.4% at $67.56 per barrel. WTI crude futures dropped 0.5%, reaching $59.09 per barrel. Oil prices come under pressure following the increase of U.S. inventories. However, analysts stated that prices will gain support due to efforts of OPEC and non-OPEC members like Russia to cut output. U.S. crude inventories rose last week by 2.8 million barrels, compared with analyst expectations for a decrease of 1.2 million barrels, the U.S. Energy Information Administration said. Crude exports fell by 506,000 barrels per day, the EIA said. U.S. drivers are protesting IPOs of Uber and Lyft. Tensions between drivers of Uber and Lyft are getting more stressed because of cuts that the ride-hailing companies, under pressure to tame their losses, have made to drivers' wages. Uber and Lyft drivers in Southern California called for a 25-hour strike between Monday and Tuesday, while dozens of others set up outside an investor meeting Monday about Lyft's upcoming stock listing. Drivers say Uber and Lyft wage decreases in recent months of up to 25%, and dwindling bonuses have squeezed their ability to make ends meet. Workers group Rideshare Drivers United said its strike is largely precipitated by an Uber wage cut in Southern California from 80 to 60 cents per mile, bringing the figure to 2 cents higher than the Internal Revenue Service's standard mileage rate for cars used for business purposes.